Hello, I'm Rose Diamond, and I took Carol Lee's Nourish Yourself to Sugar Freedom course last year, and I was very impressed with it in several ways. First of all, I hadn't really been fully aware of the effects of sugar addiction before I took the course, or how prevalent it is in our society. I was absolutely amazed when I realized that just about everything we buy from the supermarket off the shelf has added sugar. And also the course gave me the opportunity to explore how I had become dependent on sugar throughout my life, starting in childhood, as a way to comfort myself, and how this wasn't really serving me. So for me at that time, it was really easy. Once I'd made a decision, it was really easy to remove sugar from my diet. I think I was ready. And what I noticed was that within a very short period of time, I became much calmer and more centered. It's like the sugar swings. Obviously, sugar takes you up into a high, and then you drop back again, and then your energy is high, spiked, and then you drop back again, and that's disappeared very very soon. And instead, I was just in this really peaceful place of calmness for much of the time, which was very nice. And the other thing that I noticed was that my mind became very clear. That my mind, it's like it was like sort of being out under a night sky with all the stars twinkling. That I was making connections very quickly, had much more access to my creativity and my mental faculties. So it's like the sugar really takes the edge off everything. And so when I remove sugar from my diet, it just made me feel so much better. So that's the first thing. The second thing was that I really enjoyed the way that Carol ran the program. She had set out all her materials in a really accessible way, so it was very easy to use. And then we met once a week as a group, and Carol is very accessible. She's very, she's passionate about what she's teaching. She walks the talk. She's been on the journey herself. And all of that creates a very allowing and welcoming atmosphere in which to learn. And part of that also is that her approach is very flexible. She's not one of these people where there's a right and a wrong. You have to do it this way, or you mustn't fall off the wagon, or there's no kind of sense of limitation about it. It's more about expansion. It's not about what you're giving up. It's what you're replacing that sugar addiction with, which is basically practices of self-nurturing and self-love and self-acceptance and exploration. So I would actually recommend anybody to do this course if you're feeling that you've been on a yo-yo dieting and then losing the plot with dieting, or you know that you're using food to comfort yourself and that there's something better beyond that. The focus wasn't so much on losing weight, but nevertheless, the weight starts to come off naturally when we bring our bodies back into harmony. So if you're at all curious about Carol's course, or you feel motivated to make a change in your eating patterns and become into a more natural rhythm with your body and your emotions and your mind, I highly recommend Carol's program of Nourish Yourself to Sugar Freedom. Thanks for listening.